Hi there, Laura here. Today I am going to do a tag video. I got tagged by Pruelaroo and I'm laughing because I've tried to say her name 3 times now and I keep getting tripped up by it. Sorry, Prue. So I got tagged by Prue for this tag video called The Bad and the Boring Tag, and this one was created by Lisa Lobotomy. So I hadn't heard of this tag. I'll have to go and check out Lisa because I already follow Lisa, but I hadn't seen this tag. So I'm just going to look at the questions. And the first question is, what foundation finish you don't like? Now, because I have old skin and it's reasonably dry, I don't like an ultra matte, ultra coverage formula because it just sticks to any dry patches and shows up all the wrinkles and everything. So I don't mind a natural finish, and I don't mind a matte finish if it's not really matte, like, you know, how some say they're matte but it comes out a more natural kind of finish. It's got a little bit of luminosity to it. So I don't like a dead matte finish, in other words. So that would be the foundation finish that I don't like. The worst mascara you have ever tried. It's a tricky one because I haven't used that many different ones, because for years and years and years I used the Maybelline one, which all the writings went off. Hang on, I've got a new one, so the Colossal Volume Express one. For years and years and years I used that exclusively, and so I never felt like I needed to try anything else. So it's only been recently that I've tried some other ones, and I used the L'Oreal X False Lash with the 2 sides. That one was fine, didn't flake or anything. I've been using the Lash Princess one in the purple bottle, which is fine. It lasts all day and doesn't flake and things on me, but it clumps up really quickly. So I'm not such a fan of that formula. What else have I got here? I've got the BYS Super Slim, which I used for my bottom lashes, which I wasn't sure if I liked that much at first, but I'm beginning to like it more now. It seems to be working better for me now. And I've just got the Wet n Wild. I know Wet n Wild is not very popular at the moment, but I've got products, I'm going to use them. Lash-O-Matic with the fibres and the mascara. So you do the mascara and the fibres and then the mascara again. This is really weird because it's like putting cotton wool on your eyes. Eyelashes, I'm actually wearing it today. It separates your lashes well and things, I think. I don't know that it makes that much difference in volume and things, I don't know. So I haven't really got a really bad mascara to tell you. That was my long-winded answer to say I don't really have one, because I haven't tried that many different ones. Number 3. One thing you've tried once and then thrown away. It wasn't this one, but it was an e.l.f. primer, and it was the illuminating primer in the bottle like this, but it's yellow, and I used it once and I didn't even want to pass it on to anyone. I just threw it away because it was just blotchy and weird and was not good, so I just threw that away. Number 4, the most boring eyeshadow palette you own. Now you'll probably be expecting me to hold up a neutral palette, but actually I'm going to hold up the Magnificent Eyes Crimson Edition from Rimmel. And it's kind of like the what was it? The Cherry palette in the Naked series, Naked Cherry. And it's got some pretty colours in there. But if I just use this palette on my own, there's not enough range, there's not enough lightness or darkness to make enough of a contrasting look. Everything kept looking the same, every look I did. So I'm going to say this is my most boring palette. If I pulled in something else where I could darken things up and lighten things up, then I could get some nice looks, but I just didn't really like this one so much. Number 5, what makeup trend do you think is boring and want to go away? I don't know about boring, but I can think of a makeup trend that is sort of, it is going away already, but I thought it was ridiculous when it was coming in. And that was that one where you make your eyebrows all different. So you have wavy eyebrows, or you brush them all up and do weird things with them. I just thought that was really weird, and I didn't want to do that. I wouldn't say it was boring, it was just extremely weird, and I never even tried it. Wait, what brand do you think coming out with the most boring things? There's quite a few brands in New Zealand that come out with really boring stuff. Not because they don't have interesting stuff, it's just that we never get it. So things like Elizabeth Arden, like even especially in eyeshadows. So in eyeshadows, nearly every brand that I can think of, like Revlon, Elizabeth Arden, L'Oreal, Maybelline, all those popular brands, even Wet n Wild to an extent, we don't get any of the interesting stuff. In Essence, even, we don't get any of the interesting palettes. We just get the basic everyday stuff most of the time, and they just don't bring any of the coloured ones to us, so they're all boring a lot of the time. So when I'm looking for eyeshadow, I don't look at any of those ones because I know they won't have anything. I look at BYS and Chique and Profusion. So all the rest in my area, in store, has just got really boring eyeshadows because we only get all the basic stuff. So that's why when I get a colourful palette, it's like, yay, colour. Which step in your makeup routine is the most boring one? Doing my foundation. I like my foundation to look natural and skin-like, but to cover up what I want it to cover up, so I don't like it showing up any dry patches, or and to cover up any uneven skin and things. And I can never put enough on to cover up my freckles, so my freckles are always going to show, because if I put enough on to cover up my freckles, I wouldn't like the finish because it would just like look too cakey and thick. So I find I like the look of foundation. I like having it on to even out my skin tone, and I think it finishes off my makeup nicely. Without foundation, I feel like there's something missing on my look. But it's a pretty boring step. I don't find it interesting at all to do. And the last question is, if you had to choose between a good base and a bad eye look, or a bad base and a good eye look, which would you choose? I would choose a good base and a bad eye look, because I can always put my glasses on and cover up a bad eye look. But I like to have my base looking nice. I want it to look as natural as possible. I don't want people to look at me and think, oh, she's wearing a ton of foundation or something. So a good base is important to me. So that answer might surprise some people. I realised I missed a question. I seem to do that a lot. And the question was, what's the worst liquid lipstick you have ever used? And again, same with the mascara. For years I just used the same liquid lipstick all the time until they stopped making it, and then I had to start experimenting. So recently, the worst liquid lipstick I have used, it's not really liquid lipstick, it's more of a lip gloss, but it's the NYX Strictly Vinyl, and this one was recommended by Angelica, and that's why I brought it. It's a beautiful colour, I love it. Looks like this, but it's very thick in kind of sticky and it gets everywhere, like all over my teeth, and my hair sticks to it, and I'm always worried that I'm going to end up with it all over my face when I wear it, even though I love the shiny colour of it. So well, it's not strictly a liquid lipstick, but this would be the worst lip product in my collection at this point in time. And that is the tag, the bad and the boring tag. So thank you, Prue, for tagging me. And I will link Prue and I will link Lisa's videos down below so you can go and check them out if you haven't seen them already. And I'll see you next time. Thanks everyone. Bye.